Now, staring out at the New York skyline from his cramped apartment window, it was just a bitter joke on how low he'd sunk. The glittering lights of Wall Street, towers one of which had once carried his name, taunted him from afar. He swirled the last drops of his premium scotch in a crystal glass, the final remnant of his lavish collection. Everything else had vanished. The penthouses, the luxury cars, the private jet, the admiration. All gone in a brutal month when Edward Sinclair, his partner of 25 years and so-called closest ally, pulled off the slickest corporate stab in the back imaginable. To fallen empires, Michael muttered to the empty room, lifting his glass in a sarcastic salute before downing the burn. The doctor's warning from that afternoon replayed in his head. Your heart's under siege, Mr. Harrington. This stress could end you. He chuckled darkly. Of course it could. Watching a lifetime's empire crumble would break anyone. Nightmares haunted him. Boardrooms in chaos as stocks tanked. Sinclair siphoning millions to secret accounts. The humiliating escort out by security while ex-employees averted their eyes. Michael Harrington, the self-made finance wizard who'd built Harrington Capital from scratch, now a punchline in industry gossip. He leaned his forehead against the cold pane, barely recognizing the worn face staring back. At 55, his sharp features had softened into defeat, lines etched deep from endless worry. His designer suits gathered dust, swapped for faded jeans and a sweater that fit his new reality. What did I really build? He whispered, voice cracking. Just digits on screens, towers that'll get renamed by spring. Was any of it worth it? A distant ambulance wail pulled his gaze to the bustling streets below, where real folks hustled through early autumn drizzle. Lives grounded in the tangible, while he'd floated in abstracts, projections, valuations, risks. He'd convinced himself he was changing the world. Michael finished his drink, slammed the glass down, and decided, tomorrow changes everything. He'd break free from this self-imposed cage and rediscover life beyond spreadsheets. Little did he know, fate had a twist sharper than any market crash. Morning hit New York with a relentless storm, turning sidewalks into slick rivers. Michael tugged his old coat tighter, wandering aimlessly, letting rain hide his quiet sobs. At least he was out, as his doc would have approved. He nearly passed Hera, a tiny figure huddled under a shuttered cafe awning. The girl, no older than 9, sat on soggy cardboard, surrounded by intricate paper sculptures, origami birds, dragons, stars. Most people rushed by, but when she looked up, their eyes locked. Hers were piercing, wise beyond years, sharp with caution and hidden fire. Care for one, sir? Her tone was steady, no beggar's wine. $2 each, but they'll hold up if you keep 'em dry. Michael knelt, examining a delicate paper crane. You make these? Yeah. The dragon's trickiest, but the star's my fave. He picked up a tiny star, amazed at the precision. I'm Michael. You. Lily, she said, rearranging her pieces with efficient grace. Parents around, Lily? A brief pause. Mom's in the ER. I'm holding things down till she's back. He spotted 2 shady guys eyeing them from across the street, and something protective surged in Hema, feeling foreign after years of cutthroat deals. How much for the lot? Her eyes widened, then calculated. 30 pieces, $60. He handed over 100. Keep it. Hungry. She hesitated, then nodded, packing her worn backpack. At a nearby deli, he watched her wolf down a turkey sub like it might vanish. As she ate, she doodled on a napkin, not kid stuff, but advanced physics formulas that stumped even his finance-honed brain. What's that? She covered it quick. Just patterns. Clears my head. In that instant, seeing this kid with raw talent scraping by on the edge, Michael's shattered world shifted. There was more out there than his pity party. Maybe he had more to give too. As night fell and rain hammered harder, Lily had nowhere safe. I've got a spare room, he blurted, shocking himself. Just my study, but the couch pulls out. She studied him intently. Why help? Folks usually ignore me. Maybe because I know how it feels to be ignored by the world. That night, he cleared his desk of old ledgers for her. Lily crashed fast, clutching her bag. Michael lingered in the doorway, overwhelmed by this wild turn. Next morning, he called Lisa Bennett, a social worker who'd ripped into his firm's heartless policies at old board meetings. She showed up wary but warm to Lily. "This ain't standard," she whispered in the kitchen. "She should go to foster care. She needs real stability." Michael pushed. "Her mom's sick. This could be short-term." Lisa arched a brow. Michael Harrington fighting for heart over rules? Miracles do happen. Lisa talked to Lily alone. Mom had a heart attack weeks back. No other kin. So Lily fended solo to dodge the system. "She's special," Lisa conceded later. "But protocols, the system's failing her," Michael shot back. "I'm filing for temp custody while we sort her mom." Days later, in family court before Judge Thompson, a face from past galas, the shock was palpable. "Mr. Harrington, adopting a stranger's kid after your misfortunes?" "Yes, Your Honor." "Amending to full adoption." Gasps rippled. Judge Thompson frowned. "What can a broke ex-mobile offer?" Michael felt Lily's hand in his. "Redemption, sir. For us both." They left with provisional okay, pending checks. Lily glanced up. "You didn't have to. Sometimes the unplanned saves you," he said, terrified yet alive. Their early weeks were a comedy of errors for a guy used to chefs and assistants. "What's a proper breakfast anyway?" he grumbled at the bare fridge. Lily took the eggs. "I can scramble 'em. Mom showed me." He watched her precise moves, heart aching. "You shouldn't have to." "We do what we must," she shrugged, wise as an elder. He signed up for cooking classes, stocked groceries. School? Tests floored admins. She skipped grades, but still yawned through lessons. A call came. "Mr. Harrington." Lily disrupted math, class corrected the teacher. That night, amid her workbooks, he saw her method was genius. "Can't call him wrong outright," he advised. "But it was inefficient," she protested. Nights brought screams. He'd sit by her bed till calm returned. He found hidden food stash crackers, fruit under her mattress. "You'll never go hungry here," he vowed. Trust built slow. The apartment evolved. Shelves cleared for kid books and quantum texts. A corner for her origami. Fridge doors bloomed with A+ papers. 6 weeks in, the principal rang. "We've tested her off the charts in math." Experts gushed. "She redefines patterns pros chase forever." Driving home, Lily asked, "Trouble?" "No," Kadoya wonder. "We gotta nurture it right." That night, tucking her in, Michael felt the weight. Guiding this prodigy was his toughest gig yet. An invite arrived from an old gala. Angela Wong, a loyal ex-board member, urged him back. "We've got a swanky event," he told Lily over lumpy pancakes. I'm coming. Your family now." At the glittering Manhattan hotel, whispers trailed them. Edward Sinclair appeared, smirking. "Charity your game now, Harrington?" "Adopting strays." Before Michael could snap, talk turned to Sinclair's new algo. "Predicts crashes at 90%, he bragged. "Your factor's off by 50%, Lily piped up. Silence. She sketched on a napkin. Veteran Robert Klein nodded. "She's spot on, Edward." Sinclair stormed off, red-faced. Later, Lily whispered, "His numbers hide something." Michael's old instincts flared. "This wall needs green for focus," Lily declared months later, eyeing his office. They painted, rearranged, green walls, shared desk. Unpacking, he found old photos of his folks' Brooklyn diner. "They look kind," Lily said. "They'd love this." By evening, the place felt alive. But midnight found her asleep amid grad-level books, margins filled with theorem upgrades. Michael's idea sparked. Her mind could rebuild what he'd lost and more. School called again. Unprecedented IQ. Experts. Revolutionary thinker. Lily shrugged. Didn't want to stand out. It's risky on the streets. Under her bed, notebooks of survival algostrophic predictions, sales optimizations from her homeless days. "You weren't just scraping by," he marveled. "You engineered it." That night, blue light from the workspace, Lily coding on his laptop. "Analyzing your firm's crash." Graphs showed sabotage. Sinclair didn't hit it. Time to resurface. Project Eagle launched. Whiteboards, secure servers. They recruited Karen Mitchell, ex-systems whiz who'd snubbed Sinclair. And 9-year-old cracked what feds missed. Skeptical, then hooked. Weeks of unraveling. Sinclair's scheme was a timed heist. "Lily, what if we build a fraud shield too?" Threats mounted. Lisa spied for Sinclair, bugging their home. A lockpick entry exposed her. He blackmailed mutants, dirt on Lily's smarts. Evacuation, midnight breach, they fled. Michael's heart faltered under stress. Hospitalized, He coded messages via math forums. Algorithm at 90%. Stay strong. Separated for safety, Michael baited Sinclair publicly, presenting on manipulations. Confrontation. Half the loot $4.2 billion no charges. Tempting safety versus justice. Lily's wisdom. Surviving means keeping your soul. They went all in. Evidence to SEC, FBI. Indictments flew. Sinclair arrested. Assets seized. Backlash. Smears called Lily a hoax. But experts validated. 75% funds recovered. A year on, at their old meeting spot, the Harrington Institute stood funding gifted kids from the margins. Sinclair rotted in prison. Lily's algo guarded global finance. Miss the old life? She asked. Now this is real legacy. What if Michael had taken the deal? Would justice ever win? Is adopting a genius from the streets exploitation or salvation? Drop your hot takes below, like if this gripped you, and subscribe for more twists that challenge everything.